Alright, Naya hero tokens. I like the look of what this deck is doing a lot. So, Hero of Precinct One's a card that's been super impressive in this format. There's a ton of different shells that this card slots into. One of the things I like about this deck a lot is that this deck isn't really playing, or this deck isn't giving up cards that are good just because they don't work with heroes. So for instance, we still have History of Benalia, we still have Legion's Landing, we still have Conclave Tribunal, so like, we're playing cards that are good with hero, but we're also just like, still playing cards that are just like genuinely good. So, I'm interested to see how this goes in a couple of matches. We played a Naya tokens deck a little bit last season when the mana was obviously much worse. However, with better mana, the package of Heroic Reinforcements and March of the Multitude seems very reasonable together. Couldn't dive into some matches here and see how it goes. Yeah, this end's great. Good to go. Flower into Emmara, into History. Just good clean live in. Yep, definitely flowering. I guess this means I have to shock myself twice. Maybe I am supposed to just put a land into play tapped here. Well, I don't have to shock twice so I can get a basic. JK. I can hide my red source for a hot second here too, so that way heroic reinforcements could be a surprise. Does mono green Stompy have a place in the current standard format? Not really from my experience playing it so far. Alright, so it looks like we're playing against mono blue. Getting Emmara onto the table ASAP is really potentially very good here because she continues to amass a board presence every turn without having to commit more resources down, which means that in the event that they counterspell our subsequent plays here, we're still going to have a reasonable chance to like rush them out of the game. Alright, so we drew Collision Colossus here. How do I feel about just using Collision before... I kind of want to just Collision this Pteramander here, huh? Just like make them have the dive down. The way their stops are going, it feels like they have a dive down or an opt here. So I'm either going like Stomping Ground, Collision, your Pteramander, or I'm going Plains, cast the History of Benalia. History of Benalia is much, much better in the face of a dive down, so I think I'm actually going to do that. I think we're in a position where if this resolves, I get to go ahead and race them. And if they Spell Pierce this, I'd rather they Spell Pierce this than Spell Pierce my Collision next turn, I think. Naya Tokens is listed twice in the title because we're playing two different Naya Tokens decks today, Danny. And the fact that the tokens that Emmara is pumping out have lifelink is also not irrelevant here, which is nice. Yep. Well, this seems like it potentially bodes well for the home team. Yeah, this seems... I think I'd rather kill their Pteramander than save my Emmara here, so let's just go ahead and do this. And then... How do I feel about Flower Flourish at this point? I think I'm gonna go ahead and Flower. I think I want to just hit all my land drops here, ideally. Yep. They only have one instant or sorcery in here. Two, so that's the third one. I think the chances of a Flourish ever resolving are like pretty incredibly low. Well, driving in my car, beep beep. What do I want to do here? So, how do we feel about just marching for 4 here? Do I march for 4, or do I attack for 2, march for 2? I think I just march for 4. Feels bad if I get spell pierced. I think I'm supposed to march for 4 there. Like, it feels really bad, but like, when I get Spell Pierce, but, like, they don't always play 4 Spell Pierce. They've already cast 1 copy of it, so, like, there's no guarantee that they have another there. I think Terramander can pop off here now. They have 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so they could pop this off and still leave a mana up, which is pretty impressive. So, we're not going to be able to jam it for 5 this turn because the Terramander is going to be too big. Oh, they're just holding a counterspell up. Alright, interesting. I guess I attack for 2 here then. Howdy, folks. Hope everyone's having a good Friday. Just hanging out, playing some Standard here. Yeah, maybe if I was 2 points of health higher here, I'd be in a pretty good spot. Go ahead and just do this for 2 now. They banned Nexus of Fate, not because of its power level, but they banned Nexus of Fate because of the quality of gameplay that it generates. They banned Nexus of Fate because it creates tedious, long gameplay. Why, do they not have a counterspell here? Wow, beat me to it, Pythrion. God bless. Alright, how do you feel about leading on History of Benalia? So, I think they would have Spell Pierced me last turn if they had Spell Pierce, so this might bait a counterspell. And then... yeah, and then I shock this in and do this. Yep. Feels bad, man. So... if they have a Merfolk Trickster, I'm still not dead next turn. I think I'm just going to go ahead and pass here. Can a mod look up how to turn on... maybe it's just a click. There is a mod tool that turns on email accounts have to be validated. We have follower only mode, but that doesn't stop folks like that. Thank you. No attacks here, I think. Next turn, I'm gonna have to attack. Because if I don't attack next turn, I'm gonna be dead to taking 6 here. Let's play around double Spell Pierce. I assume they have another Wizard's Retort here. I am obligated to attack in with my 4/1/1s at this point, though, because otherwise I am dead on board. Hey, Prof, thanks for the Prime support. I appreciate that. There's a lot of great people you can chip that to every single month. Thanks for sending it my way. Blink of an eye. Woof. Yeah, there's some really depressing people out there who really need better things to do with their time. So, I'd really like to draw another Collision Colossus. Won't people just use 10-year mail? Well, so they still, it's more effort. What you need to understand is people who don't have lives that want to just like crap post basically, every extra hoop you add for them to jump through is like something that they may or may not do. And most normal people are going to have their email validated. Yes, a lot of trolling is done because it's convenient. Exactly. And any bit of effort you add to their part means that they're less likely to engage in it. Alright, so Lava Coil's in, March of the Multitude's out because it feels real bad to get Spell Pierced. I think that's it. Maybe I want Night of Autumn. I think that's probably better than March here. There's definitely people that will still do it through validating emails, but it is more effort. Like, you can only validate a certain number of Twitch accounts to the same email too. So, like, once a troll makes a certain number of accounts, they're gonna have to, like, go through other things. Matt's just quiet in general. Whenever Matt hangs out, there's always comments that he's quiet because, well, I'm much louder than Matthew. Matthew's one of those Twitch streamers who...
He's very intimate when he streams. It's just you and Matt. Just all alone, he turns the lights down.
Stream Matthew so I can hear that in my ear every day. The line for full leagues in ASMR is $150. That was the line that someone had set.
Only streams after midnight, got it. Yes. That is my new slot. Midnight.
Don't tempt me. Look, I'm just putting the number on the table. If you want to see a full league in that voice, go on my YouTube channel and Jeskai, the last Jeskai House Party League. We did that voice. What's the line for me to never do ASMR again? Probably in the 4 digits. Just because I assume 2 or 3 more people are going to pay for it at some point, so I need to, like, get more than that. Leagues like that are a fun reminder on occasion that I'm not just a Magic player, I'm a performance artist. How's my throat after that league? Just fine. Perfectly fine. So, I could wait to do this after I hero, but then I can't play a 3-drop that turn, and I'd really like to curve hero into Tajic. Lantern in the ASMR voice, $10,000.
What about the new eggs deck?
And caught the weirdest Google search journey I've ever been on. Sorry, not sorry. Apparently, a KCI list, KCI deck, 5-0 league.
Yeah, you can see it. Got 2 cards that I had to Google today.
You've never seen Semblance Sample before?
No, I've never seen this thing. And the other one at Mills. Is that the one at Mills?
Kids these days don't know what a Semblance Anvil is.
What's the one at Mills? Is that the one?
You got me to play Arena, and it ruined me. I really want to play JAC with Dovin's Acuity in the board, but just can't deal with Moto anymore. Yep, sorry, not sorry.
Oh, Grinding Station.
Grinding Station. Sure, that one's been played in many modern memes. Thank you very much. How much to make Matt play? You can watch Matt play basically every day. Matt's been streaming almost every day during the week now, and I've been hosting him a bunch of the time. So be sure to check out his Twitch channel as well. I think I just Conclave Tribunal while the getting is good here. Okay, I think I just Conclave Tribunal while the getting is good. I think I want to like save my more efficient spells for later.
Yeah, whatever the Sagittarius volley, whatever it's called. I blew someone out with that last night. It was incredible.
No, I don't watch ASMR stuff. It's a little creepy. I just like understand that like the theme of ASMR stuff is a little creepy. So when we played the league where I did that, I just decided to turn the creep up to max.
I haven't watched it yet, and I want to go watch it now because I'm gonna watch it before I go to bed tonight.
Yes, that is a perfect time to be watching it. Fairy Duelist.
Yeah, this card's busted.
Please double block my hero. Please double block my hero.
It's happening.
Oh, yeah. Give him the tree. Give him the tree. Dunk, dunk. Is this a concession tree? Feels like a concession tree. Oh, they diddled my hero so she didn't make a token. That's so sad, chat. They diddled her so she didn't make a token.
You're still dead.
Sir,
You're still dead.
I'm pretty sure we are winning, sir.
What is this?
I'm gonna lead on this, because I think this resolving puts us in a good position. I think if they have a counter spell, they're likely to counter this. I don't think... They can't race this board, which is nice. Yikes! Alright, super punished. I've got this Knight of Autumn, friend. I've got this Knight of Autumn and I, we go way back. And it's a knight for the History of Benalia, thank you. Good clean live-in. Is the audio getting distorted? I don't have my headset on, so I couldn't tell if the audio was getting weird.
Weird.
Alright, I think we just disenchant. Let's the Lava Coil take care of this, friendo.
Oh, yeah.
Audio's good. Alright. Yeah, we restarted like semi recently. Let me know if the audio goes wonky, because I'm gonna leave my headset off while Matthew's here. I think I'm happy with how I sideboarded there. I don't think Cindervines is good enough in this matchup. Maybe Cindervines is better than Venerated Loxodon.
Tocatli Honor Guard to stop. What you call it?
The Merfolk Trickster?
No, the other guy, the duelist. Stop the duelist, baby. Big time.
Yeah, doing things like Geoff and the ASMR occasionally is like just for good for laughs. Good to break out a character. It'll be interesting to see how many people we bump up by. It looks like the Toy Fair thing is over. Thanks everyone for hanging out today, by the way. Hope everyone's having a good Friday and a good Searcher weekend. Hanging out playing some standard best of 3 as always here. Planning to do a long stream today. We've been going for about 7 hours. I think I'm going to go for another 6 hours or so. What's the best Seraph deck? Definitely Black White Angels. Come on, opponent. You have some anti. I wonder if they're boarding out the fairy just because our combat tricks are better than theirs. Get nacho fries for the first time. I'm not a huge fan of them, but Christy loves those.
What?
She's very sad every time they take them away.
You don't like the nacho fries?
No, not really.
What?
Dude.
You like seasoning? You just like salt and cheese?
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh, wow.
I'm saving my bits to donate a deck around Tithes and Inheritance called Jeff and Taxes. I don't know what Tithes and Inheritance is.
Well, there's like 2 tithes in the standard format.
There's 2 there's.
Tithe taker and another whatever. Okay.
Smothering Tithes is one of them. That's the one where then draw a card, you have to pay 2 mana, you get a treasure.
Yeah,
yeah. I don't think that card's very playable.
Whoa. You just played Giant Ballard in a deck, sir.
Listen, the Giant Ballard deck overperformed. Get off my back. So this hand has lands and spells in it, but the spells are just much too slow in this matchup. I want some kind of 2 mana play, basically. So that's a 1 mana play, sir. Don't you scoff at me.
Nice.
The Legion is landing.
Oh, perfect.
Look at my life blinkers. Alright, I'm gonna run to the restroom really quick before we get in charge. This is the best part about
you want to watch
babysit.
me? Dude, we're dead.
Play
You
it.
left me with this hand?
Sir,
How embarrassing.
If you lose, it's your fault.
How embarrassing. Oh, Curious Obsession 2. Thanks for leaving me. Hi, everybody. Hope everyone's having a good afternoon. This game's over already. I'm going to draw another land. Oh, never mind. We drew a good one here. How'd that happen? All right. So, we're going to come smash in for 1. Look how far ahead we are. With this Hero of Precinct 1 now, we're in great shape. I am not ASMR. My price tag is probably significantly higher than Jeff somehow. Not the Jin. Alright. We are very far ahead, don't worry. I mean, how can they ever beat us? Oh. Well, damn it. Should I attack into this Merfolk Trickster? What do you guys think? Attack into the Merfolk Trickster? Alright, we're dead anyway, so we're just going to continue dying. think we're dead. I think we're dead. Have it. Have it. Oh, yeah. We're dead.
I heard you say the words we're very far ahead, so I assume that...
No, we were so dead, yeah. I said, are we technically Merfolk Trickster? And I said, yes, because we're losing anyway. So play your Legion's Landing and tap landing pass.
Sir.
Yeah, you're good.
Hey, Fenris, thanks for the Prime support. Welcome.
Just a beating. Steve out there asked me to do ASMR, and I said my amount is double yours at least. You have to pay for Jeff and I to eat Portillo's for a year.
That's a lot of money. It's a lot of loot. Looted it.
This deck is unbeatable when it's Boggles deck. When it's Merfolk, it's terrible. When it's Boggles, it's unbeatable.
When it's Merfolk, it's terrible. That's such an elegant way to sum up the mono blue deck.
It's true.
It's like when it's a Boggles deck. Oh, Matthew.
Sick rips, brother. Nice deck, idiot. Oh, God. Well, that was fun.
That was... Sadness goes on the stack.
Fantastic.
Sadness resolves.
Fantastic. Have you played this deck, by the way, the mono blue deck?
Mono blue deck? No, not this season.
It's really good.
It's really good.
I refuse to play it now because it's too good. I don't want to play this deck.
Well, I hope your day gets better, Diego. Thanks for dropping in here today. It had this game in hand and matches gave it away. That sounds like Matthew.
All lands. Everybody can just.
He's like stuck in. He's like stuck in platinum.
Who posted that? I'm finding you right now. I'm deleting you. Who posted that? Stuck in platinum.
Yeah, this was our first match with the Naya deck. Not a whole lot you can do there. Sometimes magic happens. Gosh, can we just like win 2 matches in a row so we can get solidly out of the percentages? we keep like rubber banding back from like 1100s to percentages to 1100.
There's 1100 people in what you call it? What was it called? Mythic? Is that what it's called?
There's more than 1100, sir.
No, I don't believe that. You're
more than 1100.
No, you're at the bottom. Don't lie.
They go down to like 80% or something like that.
What?
Yeah, man.
Oh, God. So I should grind for the top 8 slot, you think?
Gosh. Triple. March just looks so awkward. Just like, well.
Oh, okay.
Ding, ding, ding.
All right.
All I'm saying is there's a chance, Matthew.
2,500 people in Mythic. Man, I remember when we played Hex, there was like 120 people. And I was like, God, this is so hard to get in the top half.
The swimming pool is deeper here, Matthew, in a real game. Is there a published list of everyone in Mythic somewhere? Yeah, where's that number coming from? Anybody have a source? Well, MTGA Pro isn't complete data. MTGA Pro is just the people who are using MTGA Pro. It's people who are self-reporting.
They have my data. Wrath of God. Oh. Ooh.
Well, they knew about this Tristani, so either they have Kaya's Wrath or we win the game. So.
Okay, friend. 1 tick.
Skewed data is sometimes better than no data. Sometimes.
God.
All of our friends died, chat. All of our friends died.
What a beating. We don't have their scooper.
They never didn't have it. Yep. Alright, so Conclave Tribunal is pretty bad. Collision Colossus is pretty bad. Cindervines and Immortal Sun seem fine.
Immortal Sun's great.
Leave 1 Conclave Tribunal in. Well, I think Conclave Tribunal is better than Knight. I guess this at least attacks and blocks. Combos with History of Benalia. Triggers Hero. they bring in Thief? Yeah, I think we're okay with Thief, just because like they really need to be Kaya's wrathing us. Like if they're thiefing, like they're Kaya's wrathing their own Thief. Also, like we have Tristani in our deck.
Yeah, the Cry the Carnarium also. Like,
Cry as well.
You can't beat any of these cards.
Is this deck playable? This deck might not be playable.
Espiritual's the best deck in the format. No, besides Mono Blue is the best deck in the format. No, it's not playable.
No, it's not playable. You're so mean, Matthew.
You have Cindervines and Knight of Autumn in your deck. No, your deck's not playable. You have Stomping Ground in your deck. Hello?
Sir, you're so mean to my Stomping Ground. Stomping Grounds is doing the best it can in this big card world, okay?
Please, untap lane. One time.
We had a chance, chat. We had a chance. You remember when we were Mythic rank 90? Yep.
What?
We were ranked 90 at
And
one
you're
point.
1,000?
We were past 1,000, sir.
What?
Past 1,000. Oh, they just absorbed a Legion's Landing.
God, that's when you know you're far.
Why must you hit me while I am down, opponent? Why must you hit me while I am down?
Semmel's animal already spiked. Good. Fantastic. I think Trevor.
I wonder if they'll ever actually ban Mox Opal. You know, the card that's actually a problem. Did anybody think they'll ever actually like grow up and ban Mox Opal? Someday maybe.
Alright. Super sweet Knight of all.
So I love. Remember when they were asking about like when they banned KCI? I was like, KCI was a symptom. It was not the problem. I'd like to destroy this one, please. Yeah, I agree, Marty. And there's like, honestly, I don't even worry about it to a degree anymore. Just like, Modern is what Modern does. I just do this. I don't think I have a better spot to do this, really. They don't have a second white.
Plays around like half of the
Like,
tables.
add 6 power to the table.
Yeah, and their deck too?
Chris.
Oh, God.
Not only do they have it in their deck, like, they have more than 4 3-mana counter spells, but,
yeah.
like, they left them all in against us, too.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Let's deck for 3.
Yeah, down to 2 cards.
They are down to 2 cards. Like, the Cindervines might punch the clock and finish them out here.
Not Chemisters in sight. Okay.
Alright, gain your 2. Tweeted, should have banned Opal or Stirring Swatsea. God bless. Alright, so I need to draw land so I can kill this Teferi with Heroic Reinforcements.
Come on, one time.
Come on. Come on.
I used the one time. 2 times. No. Nice double white cards.
Our spells are incredibly reasonable and castable, sir. Our spells are incredibly reasonable and castable.
Fantastic. Gosh, dude, you had the Cindervines in place since turn 2 and they're still at 50. Just so you know. 17? Is that what you said? They're at, so you know.
They're at 17? That's what you said, right? 17?
Turn 2. Oh my goodness.
Hero!
Nice. Fantastic.
Stop it. Look at that second white source, sir. Are you quaking in fear? You should be quaking in fear.
I guess I'll leave this 3-4 for the rest of the game.
How do I ever beat a 3-4, chat?
Attack me
I
now.
don't. My Cindervines has tried so hard. My Cindervines has dealt 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points of damage.
No actually doesn't matter.
Why do they keep gaining so much incidental life?
Oh boy.
7 damage. Keep trying, little Cindervines. We believe in you, little Cinder. You're like the little Cinder that could. The problem is that, like, by the time the Cindervines does something meaningful, like, by the time we're wide, like, they're just, they're just, like, at too much health to not attack Teferi.
Quicken into.
He's got 2 thumbs and concedes to settle the wreckage. This guy right here.
Come on, Quicken. Nice, dude.
According to plan.
You're 21.
We're 21 to 16,
nice,
sir.
Dude. Nice, dude.
Look how many enchantments I have in play. Oh no.
They're attacking.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Here comes the old wrath.
Wrath me, baby. Oh, they gained another life. Oh, why did they gain another life?
This deck is good.
Chat, why did they gain so many hit points?
So exciting. Oh, man. That is.
Fear the 1/1s. This Cindervine's about to break up into double digits.
Yeah, man. Good stuff. Oh, sweet. You found one, man.
You know what's funny? This has been on the thanks for watching page for a while, and there's still 8,500 people in here.
Really?
Which means that's probably the
embedded?
number of people, yeah. Number of embedded viewers they have.
Okay.
Think we should take a look under the hood.
Alright.
Oh no! And finally, I'm honestly surprised they bothered to kill the Cindervines.
Oh, yeah, like what?
Hey, maybe, you know, we've been making fun of the deck the entire time. We might be winning this game, sir.
Not. Here comes a Crag Cranium. Get out of here.
Sir, if they don't have an answer to this and we draw a land, if we win, then Esper Control is unplayable, right? It feels like that. No!
Nice deck! Anything else? Any other questions?
No! Oh, I had so much hope, chat. I had so much hope.
Get me out of here.
I had so much
I can't watch this.
hope.
Get me out. I'm done with you.
Oh, the attack with all lets me attack Teferi in one click. That's so good.
Oh, man.
Do I even play the flower? No, I'm holding it. We're going to draw a land. I believe we're going to draw a land, and then we're going to flourish into a beautiful, beautiful princess and kill them next turn.
Oh, man, that was...
Why have they drawn so many cards? You know, play like another Bell Haunt. I'm just going to be done. Oh, no, not a 2-3.
Woo!
How do we ever beat a 2-3, chat?
Everything. Oh, they shocked.
They shocked. They have a counter spell. Cast by Tajic.
Wow.
Please resolve. Oh, we tried so hard.
Wow.
Oh, I thought they were never
That game was really close.
That was incredibly, incredibly close.
That game was really close.
All right, we're gonna play one more, but I really feel like this deck falls into what I've been referring to as the mid-range aggro trap this season, which is basically this deck's too slow and clunky to be efficient against decks like mono red and mono blue, decks that get under them, but it's also not aggressive enough and not interactive enough to efficiently get under control decks like Esper. You know, it's funny, when I used to play a lot of casual multiplayer growing up, our rule of thumb that we had to implement in our playgroup, or our house rule, was that you could only concede as a sorcery speed action. So, like, when someone was going to kill you, you couldn't concede in response to let them kill someone else. Oh, casual magic, Matthew. You don't know anything about casual magic, do you? No. You just like...
I literally bought into this game with a mono black devotion deck.
What Matthew's trying to say is he's always been try-hard scum.
Yeah.
Maybe this hand wasn't keepable. It's a little slow. Sure. This hand may resemble that remark.
Close.
And, you know, I've got, like, good spells. I like history and heroic reinforcements. Am I about to get, like, Frilled Mystic here? Hopefully it's just, like, Braska's Contempt or something silly like that. Because they can't incubate this yet. This is one more mana for Adapt. Is Matt playing competitively anymore? No, Matt and I don't really travel too much anymore.
No, I am so washed up that I talk about the game now.
I'm washed up.
So washed that I speak about the game.
Matt does commentary now. Matt, actually for the Nurgrid Gaming Championship Series, one of the banners, right there. We talk about it and it comes up so perfectly. He does. This commentary for that. Untapped land here, please. Untapped land, and we get to win this game.
You're excited? It's like a couple weeks. You get to knock the dust
I
off.
do.
Your,
I'm excited.
You're shuffling. You're practicing.
I'm shuffling. I gotta stay. I gotta stay in it for paper, sir.
You must be playing Nexus of Fate.
I hate everything. Well, I guess Tajic kills this here with the Mentor trigger.
Sure.
Still doesn't feel great. Would have much rather heroic reinforcements this turn, I think, but we do at least take their card off the table. The problem is, like, I'm not sure we can ever beat a Finality. No, I think we hit the good smorgasbord here, Punchworthy. I want to see how this match plays out. Like, we played against Mono Blue, we played against Esper, and, like, now we're playing against the mid-range deck, which actually, like, 1, 2, 3, the few points in the format, right? So, like, if this deck has a chance anywhere, it's probably in a matchup like this. So I want to see how it plays out.
You're in decent shape here.
The hands are bright and colorful. They really are. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Do not.
There goes the aggro plan, chat.
Good. Very good.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Driving in my car, beep, beep.
Big hit.
Boop, boop. You have Nerve Rage has plans to post their tournaments on YouTube, Matthew. They're on YouTube. Look at that. They are already on YouTube for your viewing pleasure. So they're taking 13 here. So, whoa, the old Shumparoony deal. The thunk noises are quite wonderful. They're soothing in a way. The final countdown. One land, please. This is my elephant. The audio broke. All right. Speaking of sponsors, these folks are great. Buy their stuff. These folks, all so great. Buy their stuff. Camera looks fine. I don't know. And if it's not, it'll be okay. Back to the Magic Arena. Finality broke the audio.
I make my own decisions.
Can we go back to the board state we had before I restarted? I was a much bigger fan of the board state we had previously.
It's invisible.
Surprise, Vraska.
What?
Surprise. This is the part where they like play Vivian next turn and like down tick on my Conclave Tribunal. Like put me in a little box and stuff me in the ground.
Please don't do this. No.
No. Yeah. Wow. They didn't have a Crisis either. We're so lucky. So lucky.
Might be okay here. March. Collision.
Yeah, March plus Colossus could be okay here. We also have like March into March.
Okay.
Heroic reinforcements. Heroic reinforcements. Heroic reinforcements. The nice part about them hitting the Hydrate Graces here is that the second March isn't super obvious, except when I shock in.
Jesus.
Yeah, I get to go, let's like, if they don't have another Finality here, I get to, like, March again. March for 7 this time, and then, like, have a Tribunal plus a Colossus. No, I'm just gonna go ahead and March here. I don't want to March, and then play Conclave Tribunal, because they just drew a bunch of cards, so, like, if they have another Finality, that's, like, not great for me. They're not quite dead through this, right? No, 7, 10. I actually have them dead through this, right? Yeah, I exile this and they're dead. Sweet. So we exile this, then do +4. I'd prefer 27, sir. I'd prefer not to show them Colossus Collision. They haven't seen that card yet. I don't want that card to be on the radar. Yeah, we had lethal without the Flower Flourish, but Flower Flourish is likely more on the radar than Collision Colossus is. Alright, we're cutting all the Conclave Tribunals. Oh, I do get to bring in Tocatli Honor Guard in this matchup, which is not nothing. And I get to bring in the Immortal Sun. I think Venerated Loxodon's probably a little bit medium.
Yeah, you don't have a lot. They bring in a bunch of removal, so it doesn't...
Yeah, they probably... Sometimes the opponent's deck plays Cry as well.
Alright, don't hit done. I'm leaving.
Alright, get you later, sir.
Goodbye.
I need to, lock the door behind you.
Lock me out.
Alright.
Oh, you could hit done. Like,
Hit done. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta lock the door behind Matthew. Don't make me run him full of Portillos. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Didn't even miss nothing, chat. Look at that. What fantastical timing. Is it Lava Coil good against Walker? Yeah, probably. Probably not unreasonable. Ugh, hope you enjoy the write-up. He has Tocatli Honor Guard in the opener. Snap it off. Oh, get my headset back on. Woo, buddy. One takeaway from this, I played a little bit of green-white tokens and other Naya tokens builds last season, is Legion's Landing is a significantly worse magic card in a world where we're not playing Sap Rolling Migration or whatever the make 2/1/1s for 2 is. I said has Honor Guard on 2, I believe. So that hand likely wouldn't play Honor Guard on 2. I'm just gonna play this out again. I don't want to like play Emmara and get her like hostage takered. Sure. Yikes. If they block, I'm gonna Colossus. Which, this is a reason to have not shown them this card last game. And if they don't block, I get to play Emmara, which will let me flip Legion's Landing next turn, which is great. They are lining up to Finality us next turn. It's very possible this Collision Colossus is just like worse than Lava Coil would have been. Alright, hopefully they break out a land next turn. They have a counterspell? They could have been like a negate or a disdainful stroke here. And we basically just keep casting reinforcements until they die. So, they're not blocking here, I assume, because they want a Finality next turn. And if they don't have Finality next turn, which we know they need to draw land to be able to cast, because they missed their 4th land on 4. Land's not even bad here, because it would let us do this as well. This is probably just lethal, right? I don't know if this is lethal. It's not my job to figure it out. Really? They have the negate. Okay, interesting. So I do X's 3 here, and I get 4 tokens out of it just because this is going to make an extra 1. Hey, King, thanks for the tip. I appreciate it. Blue-red drakes grow many arms, but light green splash for crisis. Possibly. Are they dead? This lethal? They block 2, they take 10. Yep. The therapeutic thunk, 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 thunk. All right, so let's take a look at this and think for a hot second here. So, the Sultai matchup seems moderately okay. Are there ways we can improve what this deck is doing? Oh, there aren't number totals up here anymore. I really liked having number totals up here previously. Because, like, now I have to, like, click into here to see how many lands that I have. I have 22 lands. Venerated Loxodon seems a little bit mediocre in this build, too, just because I don't have the Make 2 Saplings on 2 card as well. Immortal Sun could be an okay main deck card. Of course, that really doesn't help us, so against the decks like Mono, Blue, and Aggro. So it feels like people are both getting under us and being able to go way over the top of us. I'm not really sure how to fix that for this archetype. More removal spells might help with the people getting under us. Yeah, I think I'd rather go up a Flower Flourish than go up an actual land. So that seems fine. Go up a Flower Flourish. It's also another card that, like, triggers Hero. Maybe a third Emmara as well. I don't hate that. I think I want to max on Lava Coils before I play Baffling End. Oh, do I not own 3 Immortal Sun? I guess I can craft 1. Tithe Taker's not a terrible idea. Part of me wonders, is it even worth having... Do I need Conclave Tribunal in this deck? Like, is that interaction worthwhile, or do I just want interaction out of the sideboard? Another question, too, is, like, is Hero a card worth playing, too? So later today, we're going to get to... Maybe we'll do this next, actually. So we played 3 matches there. Rather than rebuild what this deck is doing, I think I'm gonna go ahead. And switch to the next Naya tokens build. So I'm gonna go ahead and close on the Hero build here, because I kind of agree that Hero kind of feels like it's forced in here and doesn't really fit. And I'd like to see a more traditional Naya tokens with heroic reinforcements. Yeah, we divided our role a lot. I agree. Hey, Kerblet, thanks for the Prime support. I appreciate it. King with another $10 tip. Put this towards the Blue-Red Drake stack with a green splash for crisis. Yeah, definitely. I'll get both of those put towards there. Thanks for the support. Shion with the brand new Prime support. Thanks for the Bezo bucks, folks. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch you can send those to. Thanks for keeping me employed this month with them. All right, so let's be done with this. And then where's... This is the other one. Yes, let's get this loaded up. I like this look. This looks a lot more trim. It's still playing Sapling Migration. It's got 4 Flower Flourish. It's not playing 4 March of the Multitudes. This seems pretty reasonable. We've not